Right everyone, welcome to Bangkok Walks Part 2. Today we're going to take a walk to search for a big Buddha. Now, first let's start off. We're at the skytrain station. This is called Talat Phlu skytrain station. Very easy to get to from the central area of Bangkok. It's about 30 minutes, I'd say, from downtown. So first go out exit 1, come out onto the street, and then you're going to take a walk under the flyover. Here it's not the nicest, easiest route, but once you're out of it, you'll get into a nice street and start to enjoy the atmosphere. So this is actually not Bangkok as such. This is what we call Thonburi, which is on the other side of the river. Originally, it was the capital of Thailand for a very short period. Under King Thaksin, he lasted about 12 years only, and then was overthrown by the present king. So this area is a little bit different to the downtown area. A little quieter, more rustic, and it's wonderful. As you walk down the street, you can already get the feeling of a wonderful temple atmosphere. And you can get a feeling of how this place is a lot more relaxed than the downtown area. This walk is a walk I discovered quite a few years ago. Actually, the main reason I took the walk was because I was looking for this big Buddha. I saw it from my apartment window, and I thought, well, I'll just walk along and see if I can actually find it. And this was the walk that I took. I didn't use Google Maps. I just navigated and went in the general direction and found myself on this lovely street. It's a wonderful street because even though there's not much of a sidewalk, that's all right. You can walk quite safely. The traffic won't bother you. But you'll see a lot along the street. A lot of street food, of course. A lot of interesting things. Actually, there's a train track here. This is a train that goes from the center of Bangkok to other provinces. And I think you might find 1 or 2 trains a day. You could be lucky enough to see a train pass if you're here, and that would be an interesting experience. Anyway, as you can see, just keep walking down this small street. Keep going down. This is about 10 to 15 minutes walk that we've been on so far. And I think it's a really nice thing to just walk around in a local area. Get away from the tourist sites. Get away from all of that noise and hustle and bustle. And it's so nice to walk around and not be bothered by people. People are just friendly. You can stop by the side of the road, get some food, and you don't have to feel that you are being stressed out by anyone. Anyway, gets the chicken sign. So now we come onto a bigger road. Now, originally when I took this route, my instinct was just to go left. I wasn't sure why, but quickly I realized that I was nearing my destination. Now, actually, this temple is a very famous temple in Bangkok. Oh, sorry, before I continue with that, maybe some morning jok. Jok is a kind of rice porridge. Very nice thing if you're a bit hungry along the walk, you can stop and have some jok along the way. Also, I'll show you a little bit of the canal life. Of course, there are a lot of canals in Bangkok, as we've seen in the first video that I made. And it's kind of interesting just to look down the canal and see what's going on. People living there, it's really part of the life of the city. Originally, it was a transport route, actually. So, let's keep going down the roads. Let's just be careful when we cross the roads. This is an intersection that you have to take care at. There are quite a few motorcycles and so on. But once you're across, you can just keep going. Now, interesting thing, just before we reach the temple, as I said, it's a very famous temple. It's actually quite a new construction. It's not an ancient temple by any means, but as you're going to see pretty soon, it's an amazing, amazing place. Really, really powerful, colorful, and a really great place to visit in the city. I'm surprised that more people don't actually visit. The street we're walking down now is also one of my favorite streets in the Thonburi area. It's got some lovely trees. It's a great place to walk, and of course, as you can see, the sidewalk is in good condition, so you can really enjoy yourself. Once again, some good places to get some breakfast and just to relax a bit before you get to the temple. Okay, so the moment of truth. We've almost reached our destination. Now, be sure that you find the right place. I'll show you the sign. It's called Wat Punjan. Okay, there are actually two temples, Wat Punjan and Wat Paknam, and they're adjacent to each other, as you'll see in a minute. So, as we enter the temple complex, it's really something incredible. The first time I came here, I was literally blown away by it. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I couldn't believe the detail and the beauty of this place. I mean, it's really something to behold. And, you don't find this in any travel guides. You don't find this described anywhere. In some ways, it's even more impressive than the temples in the center of the city, than the famous Grand Palace. I mean, look at this place. Isn't it amazing? So here you can see very, very detailed and ornate temple surroundings. You can see amazing pillars and spires, something called a chedi, and there, of course, is the Buddha, and some very interesting details. Elephants, various kinds of animals depicted as well. And as you walk along, you really get the feeling of the power of this place and how it really has been beautifully developed as a temple complex in this part of the city. Also, as you approach the temple, you can see some interesting designs and some interesting statues. Something that always interests me is that in Thai temples you see a lot of depictions of various animals. So if you look here, you can see a depiction of a tiger, maybe a Chinese Thai-style dragon. I actually wonder, there's a rooster as well. I kind of wonder why they have all these animals. If you know, please tell me in the comments if you understand this. I'd love to know why we see these kinds of depictions. There's even a parrot there. I think it's very interesting, but look how beautiful it is. It really is a fantastic place. So now that we've seen Wat Kunjan, let's keep going. And now we go down this alleyway, quite easy to find. Here we have a small bridge that connects the two temple complexes, and it's across a fairly large canal. Now, something you should know is that this canal is often used by tourist boat operators. They can take you on a very expensive boat tour, and you can see this temple very briefly, but I really advise against it. It's incredibly expensive and a waste of time. I think it will be much... Oh, gosh, what's going on here? I think they must be filming something. There you go, there's the temple itself. Look at it, isn't it magnificent? And of course you can see the feet of the Buddha there as well. Okay, as I was saying, you can take a boat trip here. It's very expensive. If you do the walking route that I've suggested here, it's only 120 baht return on the skytrain. And you get to see all of this magnificence. I mean, it's a really great way to do it on a budget. Right, so this is quite unusual to see people film here or whatever they're doing. I think it's a bunch of students making a video. But anyway, usually you wouldn't see that when you come here. I suppose I was lucky or unlucky, not sure about that. Anyway, now cross the bridge, and then once again, we go down a little alleyway. Now, these alleyways are always interesting because you just don't know what you're going to find when you walk along. Let's see what we can see. All right. Whoops, what's this? Ah, a little temple. Fantastic. That's a really nice thing to see. Some kind of bell tower as well. And then we take a right down the alley, and it's almost time to see the big Buddha itself. A very, very interesting thing to see. You'll notice when I showed you the big Buddha, there's also a white chedi, a white building next to it. In a couple of minutes, I'm also going to show you what's inside. And that really is the cherry on the top, we can say. That really is the thing that makes this place fascinating. It's always nice to see as well that you have these temple markets, that you have a lot of life around the temple. The community is based around here. And that's really, really good to see as well. Alright, here we are. We've finally reached our destination. And I think we've found the big Buddha. So, here we go. Gosh, it is massive. It really, really is a sight to see. It was probably finished around 2 or 3 years ago. I remember that they halted the construction for about a year during COVID and finally got to finish it. But it really, really is something to see. And even though I've heard that there are bigger Buddhas in Thailand, sometimes I wonder, when I look at this one, I find it hard to remember any others that are larger. So please correct me on that, I'm not sure, but I'd say it's definitely one of the biggest Buddha images in Thailand. And there we go, look at that. It's absolutely awe-inspiring. It really is a sight to see. Look at that. So this is called Wat Pak Nam. It's an amazing place. It truly is. It's easy to get lost in the atmosphere, just to sit around here, meditate, enjoy your time. And it's something that is very special to me, this kind of experience. And I think that if you come to Bangkok, you really, really do have to come here. Alright, now, as I said, for the final surprise, we're going to see what's in this white building. And I think you're going to be very, very shocked when you see what we can actually find inside. The first time I came here, I thought, well, I'll probably skip that. But then I decided to go in and, oh gosh, look what I found. A whole lot of interesting Buddha images. I'm not sure exactly. Maybe somebody can tell me in the comments. But it appears that this is some kind of Buddhist museum. It's a place where they keep artifacts and relics. And it seems that a lot of people come to visit just to see this. And they have some interesting items here. I'm guessing these were items that were possessions of monks, maybe monks' possessions, I'm not sure. Now, are you ready? This is what is at the top of this fantastic building. Look at that. Gosh, that really is awe-inspiring. The first time I saw it, I could hardly believe my eyes. It's an incredible thing to see. Of course, this represents Mount Meru in Buddhist thinking, and would be located at the top of the building to show the the pathway to heaven or the pathway to nirvana. And it truly is something that's quite impressive to see. Well, that brings us to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed this walk. There's going to be a follow-up video, part 3, coming soon. So thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe. Thank you.